Greetings, Benjamin J. from BENZTRAINZ with another in the series. This is that new 999 that just arrived, and the cab, as you see, is really bent, and you can look in there and see how filthy this thing is. But it's running. It's also pulling a consist. But I wanted to show you a really simple way to straighten this without doing any more damage. Now, if you try to grab this with a pair of pliers, if you use a pair of needle nose, you can slowly work this back straight again. But what I use, you can't use standard pliers. It'll, if you grab it here and try to bend it too quickly, you'll actually tear the metal. So what I use is a pair of opposed jaw pliers. These things are worth their weight in gold. This is an antique pair. If you can find an antique pair, buy it. These things are absolutely priceless. It's almost like a vise. As you see, the jaws open parallel to each other, so there isn't a pinch like there is on a standard pair of pliers. They're opposed, parallel. There's also a groove, which is absolutely perfect for pulling axles, straightening axles, holding a pin, holding any kind of round stock. It's just a great pair of pliers. It also has a really effective heavy-duty cutter on the side that'll cut through anything. It'll snip through a coat hanger in a nanosecond. Anyway, using these opposed jaw pliers, you can just go up to this and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And as you go around, you can just literally straighten this right back out again. Already greatly improved. So you just have to be careful doing it, that you don't split the metal. Better still, and as you're doing this, you go further back each time. And so you're actually applying pressure along the entire length of this. And as you see, it's getting better and better. And it's just a matter of slowly bending this back out again without physically damaging it. So almost perfect. And it's just a matter of doing little bits at a time. It's never going to be perfect again. And this thing was really bent, as you saw. But it doesn't take long to straighten this stuff out. Now, if it is fractured, you can repair it with epoxy, because you're going to have to repaint it eventually anyway. So, almost gone. Takes a bit of effort to do this, but you can save some really nasty looking bent shells just by doing this, and it really helps. As you see, so a bit more work, we can get this arch nice and concentric, touch up the paint, and that is fixed. Like I said, it's never going to be perfect, but you'll get it so you won't notice it. Then, the next thing we have to do, of course, is pull this apart, clean it up. As you can see, it is just absolutely filthy. But it's running. That's the neat thing about it. And not only is it running, but it's also pulling a consist. So, running forward and reverse. Let me pull this camera off the tripod. Anyway, I just wanted to do a quick video on a really simple way to repair these bent shells when you find them. And it's still not perfect, but it will be. Like I said, you can get this to the point where you won't notice it. You'll have to actually look. And it needs to be thoroughly cleaned. You can see it's just absolutely full of dirt. Like I said, I think this was very likely stored in an outdoor shed. That's what it looks like. But even so, $4.69 with its original tender, and it's running. You can't beat that. So I'll take this back over, put it on a consist, and we'll run this around one more time. Then I got to take it apart, clean it up, replace the headlight. finish repairing this shell, and I might be able to go ahead and salvage this. We will see. But if not, I have a replacement right here that would look really nice. So let's see how this is running. So far, so good. You know, this thing's been here half an hour now. That's running at 40% power. There's 50% power. So, as you can see, it was definitely worth $4.69. So the next thing I will do is pull it apart, finish that repair, and get it cleaned up. I mean, this is going to be dunked down in soap and water. It needs it. Get the engine or the motor blown out, and install a new headlight, get it lubed and tuned, oil the axles, clean the brushes and the armature. This is going to run like new. It is in really poor condition. But you'll be surprised in just a couple of minutes what you can do with this. So I'll do a quick video after I get this rounded out and the headlight installed and get it cleaned up a bit. But $4.69 with the original tin litho tender. And this is just as bad. But all it takes is some soap and water, a bit of oil, and a few minutes of your time. And I can get this touched up and looking more than acceptable in just a matter of minutes. First thing to do, of course, is get it clean. Then we take it from there. And I'll finish that repair. So just want to do a quick follow-up video. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to drop me an email, BENZTRAINZ@gmail.com. And as always, thank you for watching.